Good day, everybody out there. It's another week again with us at Upper Reporters and Talk, this program where we discuss and give our unbiased and unreserved opinion on the issues affecting the social, political, and economic welfare of Nigerians across Nigeria, connecting Nigerians home and abroad. Today is the 16th day of December 2024, and we're in the studio for our 82nd episode of the program, the 82nd edition of the program. Yes, as usual, we're going to give you interesting topics. There'll be a lot of interesting, exciting topics from media. But first, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Obizo J, and I am going to be your moderator and host. Please bear with us for the delays of the timing. Yes, we didn't come early. We're 1 hour late. But as it is, yes, we still have to give our presentations regardless. Yes, as it is, the topics for today from Upper Reporters, I'm going to dissect it and break it down. Yes. First, Ighodalo Ajayi faced daunting task amid opposition historic loss of Tribunals. That's the first topic. The second one would be Supreme Court gives final verdict to suit seeking to sack President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, that is another one. The third one says, if Atiku says he's not contesting, the presidency again, PDP crisis will go down. As Wike's will aid. Nigeria will get much better in 2025. Apparently, these are the topics from Upper Reporters today, and in my opinion, they are more important news. Yes, and telling us that Nigeria will get better in 2025. This is the same slogan that has been on since 1960. Whatever people thought they saw in the earlier years of when things cost less, or when naira value was the same, it was still the same old politics, still the same old democracy. I think now a lot of people just paid more awareness or got more into it, or a lot of people that are less interested just got more into it. That is why we are where we are today. First, let me talk. Okay, let me reiterate that Upper important topic I have said, I have given. First of all, Supreme Court giving the final verdict on seeking the sack for President Tinubu. Let me give a response to that. So that doesn't have to be a topic. Supreme Court dismisses suit seeking Tinubu's removal. The case was over his CIA drug allegation. Well, they said they were alleged, but the Supreme Court has dismissed it. So that is no topic. Yes. sacking Tinubu. I don't know who was expecting Tinubu to be sacked. It is the first topic says Ighodalo and the Ajayi face daunting task amid opposition historical loss of tribunal. When they say historical loss of tribunal, I think 90% of tribunal cases are being lost by complainants. Yes, so by contestants. So that is it is a historical it's a historical, how would I put it? A historical occurrence that if you don't win the election on the as given by INEC, then there's 95% that you are not going to be called back, or you're not going to win the tribunal. You know, there are cases where it has happened yesterday, same Edo, some years ago. The tribunal brought Oshomole into power. But with the way things are going now, and with even Oshomole being a person who has enjoyed from such fairness, if we can call it, yes. I don't think he wants to play that route. Yes, he's one of the people that will be charging for the tribunal to do turn into the regular course, which will not allow those the bereaved or the complainants get a fair judgment in any court. Well, those are the topics now. Third, Atiku says he's not if Atiku says he's not contesting PDP crisis, there's more to this. I think the PDP crisis should not be a problem of Nigeria. If PDP want to dissolve their party, and because there are a bunch of APC members going back and forth, it doesn't concern, it should not be news. We are not interested in this kind of topics does not concern us. In fact, I don't know why we take certain things, we take certain things as important. The crisis in a political party, yes, may affect the outcome of certain elections, but birds of the same feather flock together. Now you just put these birds that are flocking together in different cages, or you put them in different categories, or you put them in different directions. Yes, PDP is not far from APC. APC and PDP, they are like 5 and 6. They're like white and rice. So it's not. I'm not saying election, their party can hold, but I don't think if PDP was in power, they would have. Yeah, we always say it could have been a better job, but PDP actually put us on this track before we started clamoring for the opposition. And now opposition has come, we are now clamoring for the same people that put us on the path. The people that actually forgot themselves and started saying, using the slogan, share the money. That was the slogan. It was, unconsciously. So then the president of the House, the Assembly, was a PDP member. So when you see things like this, it shows some form of we are still going to be in the same circle and the same mess if we continue to think APC or PDP are both solid parties to put us on the right track. If PDP comes into power today, there are tendencies that 80% of the APC members we have today in different parties trying to act or trying to behave like they were here or there, they are going to go back to PDP. I don't in my little gathering, even the Edo State governor today, my most Senator Medokboro, he was a PDP member. So when you see these politicians talk about APC and PDP or crisis or Wike and everybody, these people are all in the same tangle. I do not think the PDP can take us out of the mess that we're in today. And come to think of it, uh, APC cannot either because they did not really start the train, the moving train. The train has been moving, they just came in and added more. They thought they were trying to make the train slow down, but they added more coal and went to bed. So when you put more coal in, more diesel in coal or heat or fire added to the train, it increases the price. And guess what? The people that put it, they have gone to bed. So what do you expect? The train is not going to stop. So before a person, it will take a lot of sacrifices. I'm not talking about negative here. I'm talking about cutting a lot of cost and a lot of indiscipline before we can get what we think we want. And it will entail a group of people, a very large sum of people, to say, okay, we are ready to make this thing work. So we are ready to cut the cost of government. It's not about coming to us that, yes, the president are going to forfeit 5% of their salary or have 30% of the salary. Their salaries are basic, even if they still are on the high side. But those salaries are not what these people do with. Their allowances are out of the world. Figures you hear from these things are not even, they are God fearing. They are not God fearing, sorry. The amount. Then the amount you hear they buy the cars. These days their cars are more expensive than the original cost of the road. Although they have used uh, uh, they have used a state budget to fix to they tell us that they have used a state budget to fix a short span of road or a short kilometer of road. Now those roads don't even last. Then they go, they buy cars that are more expensive than the roads to ride on those roads. That is so. So when the sacrifices are cut, when they are ready to let us have a fair, conducive environment, or they believe that it's going to get better, then they should be ready to take very, very, very serious or make very, very serious. Well, the topic, well, that is a summary of what we have today. I said I was going to make deliberations last week. I was going to come back into, I was going to go back into sorry guys, the topic from last week. As it is, they are very, very happening times. Over the span of 3 days, yes, 2 days, I've seen over 20 or more people do a video of their books. Everyone has gone to get the daily Faso Remain book. I don't know if Nigerians are doing it for clout. I don't know if they are doing it because they are in support or they just want to get the knowledge. I have there was a platform where the the book was shared in a link. It wasn't shared the summary. Summary of the book was shared, not the book itself, because the book is not free. The book is not free. The book is £14, it's $17, and that makes it of let's say almost 40,000 naira. But no one has told me. We haven't heard about much. We haven't heard much on it. But the audio, the audio, the audio analysis of the book has gone viral too. I haven't listened to it. I've not had time. But where is this case heading to? I don't have my panelists. That is, my panelists might have come and they didn't see me, so they left. Where are we heading to? What is the way forward? How is this going to end? Is the man going to be jailed? Because there are now stories that they are moved for him to stop practicing. Was he practicing? Yes, we know he's a lawyer, and yeah, he was practicing. But now, not just practicing, they are calling for him to be removed from the benchers. That's for his title to be removed, for his title to be taken away from him. That is how deep and how far it has gone. Yes. Well, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Because at the moment, the man, I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't call him a young man. He's still in detention, as the previous times he was not granted bail. I hope I'm on track on that. So what is the outcome of such? When a man fights heavy with a titan? Yes. And I know in the coming days, I would create time to listen to the audio version of the book, not the version of the book, not an audio version, an audio summary of the book. That's how I'll listen to it, because I've not bought the book, and I'll buy it. I don't know if I'll buy it. It might get interesting, or I'll just, yes, but I don't know. These are the things that we want to know. These are the things to know if we are still, if our democracy, or if not the democracy, if the court of law is still for the common man. Yes. Here, a man has been accused of defamation or cyberbullying. Yes. Now he has been told to prove what he said in his book. First of all, we don't even know what we have in his book. And that is why we are talking or waiting. But I think it is in this case, a popular person has been tangled. A popular lawyer has been tangled in the web, where the normal Nigerian or every normal person will say, yes, they are doing this to me because I have nobody. Yes, I am being taunted. The big man is oppressing me. So I would like to know. Those are the cases. Those are the current, and those ought to be the trending. But one thing again about us Nigerians, when things like this happen, it will trend for 1 week. It doesn't get to 1 week. Then it dies. It becomes a forgone issue. Everybody will forget you. Everybody will go. Christmas holidays coming 6 days in 9 days. People will forget you. That is the fear people have. That's why people say the revolution can never work in certain parts of the world. Because we all know that if such a thing like this happens in certain places, the unrest keeps up. Right, I'm not going to use in a place where, let's say, race is being used to segregate. No, I'm not going to put that because they can say, okay, if it happens to a black man in the US, people might cry foul. No, I'm not going to use that. I'm speaking of a country where, let's say in South Africa, or let's say in the UK, or even in India. Times like there will be certain unrest because people believe, even if they are not so sure, that a man has been or is being oppressed to the extreme. And for the fact that he's been oppressed, it is not proper for anybody to sleep or for some people to rest because it could be any one of us. But trust us, the favorite fella song, I don't want that. I get one house. Mama dey for house, papa dey for house. I want to enjoy. I want chop life. I don't want go. I want to enjoy. So what becomes the outcome of a man? Is it how it's going to continue? But well, that is just one of it. We hope a better outcome because now people will be like, oh, let him just say, okay, he's sorry, let him apologize, let them just go, let them forget about it. It's all right. I haven't heard the people's guy, the obedient lead, the obedient owner, the Mr. Obedient himself. I heard he went straight to Babalola after the area after Babalola's office in Ekiti. A day after I went to pray, I don't know what he went to do there, but on the other hand, warnings were sent to him after he visited the son. I think the son, we don't know details about it, but he was warned. I think not, I don't know whether not to intervene or not to indulge or not to involve in such a matter. First of all, what was Mr. Peter Obi thinking? Mr. Peter Obi, that I think we have to bring obedience in front. This matter, please, obedience, come close to the camera. I want to ask you guys something. Why is Peter Obi still campaigning? What is your take on his moves being everywhere? Because it is only at this point in time he went to Ekiti, and now they gave him a sound warning afterwards. In such cases, you have to know what you are doing. I know he's trying to follow, yeah, if I become president, I will make peace. I will go here, I will eat with the children, they will make peace. I will come to your father's burial and I will tell them not to fight over his property and I will make peace. I will go to the church. People don't want peace. People want equal rights and justice. That is what holds. Level playing field. If I can get the right to a program, yes, so let everyone have that same right. That is what the people are asking for. Fair judgment. Or let things should not happen based on someone's tribe, religion, ethnic group, region, or 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 or, or looks. Some people say he's not handsome, I didn't give him a job. Some people say he's not tall, I can't marry him. Why we just want these people want equal opportunities. So they want equal rights and justice. If in a case like this, the book is brought out and there are allegations that a man cannot prove, then it is only form of defamation. Because I know, especially when things come into the world or when things come into our world, when I mean our world, we Nigerians especially, sometimes we go to the extreme. Yes. But if there are proof to any allegation, is only proper. If there are proof, it doesn't have to be concrete, it doesn't have to be light. Proof is proof. As long as there is proof to certain allegations, then things should go according to the way it is. Because now we are all okay, we are all saying this. The son is saying, take this man away, give me, take the rights away from his book, tell Amazon to block it, keep him in jail, don't release him, all that. If all of a sudden, or at the end of the day, I call him Mr. Delipatorime, he's not minister, he's Barrister Delipatorime, if I am not mistaken. If eventually he's right, eventually he's right, I'm not saying he is. I don't read his book, I don't know the other, I've not seen proof. If eventually he is right, then what is the outcome? Those are the things we must put on pen and paper. What now happens to the fan that has come to arrest him or threaten with defamation? The man is not a law, it's not a police, yes, to do and make any move. But if eventually he has documented something to prove what they said he has written, or according to the same court, they say what he has written has nothing to do with defamation. What happens to the son? These are the things that we talk about. Is the son going to get up and go to the next victim, or he's just going to say, I don't care? It happened in 1978. What has happened. Or we are going to get a new twist to say, okay, yes, you see, after 8 years of a crime or after 8 years of such, there are no waters to it, it has gone, you are lucky. Yeah. That is it. So what we are saying is we get equal rights and justice. So I don't have to be judged according to the level of my standard. I want to be treated as fair as Dangote can be treated when I walk into any spot. But again, we are all the same. Whether we are on the other side of the river or where we are. Because come to think, if I walk into a bank, I am not given special treatment. I'm not even given fair treatment until my status is being known. Yes, people will be like, oh, that is Obizoje, public figure. Oh, let us turn to him first. Oh, he's rich. Oh, let us give him all the attention first. Ignoring J. Obizo, who is not a public figure. So those are the streamlines. I'm not saying public figures are not public figures, but come on, those are the streamlines. We, without the power, without the institutions, we do it in our own smaller spaces. Now, imagine if we are given the institutions, we will act the way we act, whether we are here or whether we are on the other side. We don't even give ourselves fairness or equal rights. So imagine when they make us become powerful, we become sometimes we will show ourselves more. But where did we get all this from? And why is this so around us? Why do we segregate? Nigerians respect a man with more. We walk in expensive, you are giving respect. You come driving a fast car, you are giving more respect. You are giving respect more because sometimes if you don't look expensive or you don't drive a fast car, they don't respect you. But when you are saying those things, now when you are giving respect because you have a big car or you have a, I don't want to call it a big car. A bus is a big car. I'm talking about a fast car. So imagine what those people that have been given this respect use power, use power for. They abuse it. So my own case is, on a case like this, what happens? We they say, okay, by the factory me, okay, you see, yes, you are proving us, you are correct, okay, we'll take your clothes, your grant bill. So bail him, okay, the bill is 550 million, okay, bail, go home and come for your hearing on Tuesday or report to court on Wednesday, just go Merry Christmas or Happy New Year. Is that what is going to be done? What happens to the other person? And things. That is it. So the whole twist, we have a lot of we have a lot. I don't think we have started anything. I think in the scheme of development of democracy from 1999 to date, we haven't the download is still on 2% because I don't see anything about democracy that Nigerians are enjoying. Even the franchise of the right and freedom to vote is being is being the morale is being dented. You know, the people are being disenfranchised. Now a lot of people don't feel if I vote, my vote will count. Yeah, it happened some time ago. Now it's even worse because they said, okay, I think with the likes of Buhari, kudos to him, he said, okay, let's do this one. Let's do it in a prim and proper manner. In an updated form, we have technology everywhere. Technology is the reason why you can see me in my home like I'm in your home. You can see me like it's news. They say, okay, we let us meet up with the technology. I read, blah, 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 blah. Yes, put all together. If we can do this, we don't have to go thinking about lost votes or registered people. They went and start having pictures and all. These days, I think with the top print, a good computer can bring out details of registered voters. All you need to do is to run the thumbprint over a computer from the way the registration process. So it doesn't really we can use 3 days to do our elections in Nigeria. All that matters is you have your ID, you have your card, your registered your voter's card. And on the system before elections, like now, there are no elections anywhere. You tell people go to certain offices, go and update your status on the INEC portal. It doesn't have to be 10 days to elections, don't have to be 3 months to elections, go and update or go and get your PVC like that. No. It is a process. You tell them, okay, this is from January to June next year. Please go and update your PVCs or your details on INEC portal. Or you can even do it on at home, conveniently from your home. Go verify your information or update it. The reason you have been asked to go there if you have changed your number, change your address, you have changed an email if required, you can go there to change it. When you put in your name, if you pop up the names, okay, good. On the name prompt, we can have 1,000 Obizo J in Nigeria. So with the name, you know, okay, there are 1,000 Obizo J. Now, 1,000 Obizo J, we have 17 living in Edo. So good, we have 17 living in Edo. What are their telephone numbers? Some have telephone numbers, some don't have. Okay, let's use their address to trickle it down. Now the address is not giving actual possible dates. On your PVC, I believe their numbers. I don't know about my PVC is supposed to be okay. Their numbers. So you choose that as a number because they should be number because that's how they get the figures of how many people registered, how many people voted, or how many people were part of the election. You use your number, which would be your number for you only. You use it to trickle down to search and you get it. Then you update it. My new address is not Benin. My new address is Lagos. This is where I'm born. But my information, where I'm from, where I was born, where I grew up, where I represent, my first names, my last names, those things. We will update those things. On election day, those okay, election process is going to be 3 days. It starts on a Friday and it starts on a Thursday and it ends on a Saturday. Please go and vote. Take your time, walk into certain places to vote. You don't have to go and start doing 1, 2, 3. No, you don't have to count. You walk into an office like you're going to a bank. You see several desks. You sit down, like giving a boot to face yourself. The person will tell you, okay, you know how to go about it, do this, punch it. It is not magic. Even those that cannot read, yes, you go to the reason for 3 days, you go to the rural areas, you create kiosk. When you create kiosk, they come, they vote. Simple. You do pastoral to go to rural areas to have them updated, which we know our grandparents don't really our grandparents do not update their homes. My grandfather's house is in my grandfather's house. Yes. So the address is there. He might not have a telephone number and an email. But his name, but I don't have the grandfather anymore though. I'm just saying there are some things that are subject to change and they are not. There are some that are not. Some are permanent. Like my father is so rest in peace. His home did not change for years. So that address is permanent. His number was the number, yes, the GSM number was he had. So what I mean, some people will have their updates intact and some will not. So those things are the simplest things to put in place. That is just true. When we can make these things work, that's where we have to start from. Then we can have the proper people. Then we can have the people voting. Then we have people. Then people will say, "Yes, I voted, even if my candidate did not win, but I voted and I'm happy about it." We will dust ourselves. We will do better, and we will make the future meaningful for ourselves. But now, I don't think I'll be involved. I don't think so. I've been involved in in the last 2 elections, deeply involved. Yes. The presidential election, yes. After the presidential election, I was awake all night on I think both elections. It was even worse for the yes, the Tinubu will be sorry, I said Tinubu will be the presidential election, let's not call it Tinubu will be. The presidential election, as I was awake, I think I haven't had a migraine afterwards because I was out of town and I followed it to the end. And after a while I started having these serious headaches. So I followed it. So how elections went, I followed the Edo elections. In all honesty, I don't think I'll follow another election again. The next election should be in 3 years. Yeah, 2022, 2024, whatever. Because it's obvious We as the people, we are not involved. That is what that's why I'm speaking for us. I'm not speaking for because I'm part of us. Our votes, we are afraid our votes will not count. We are afraid our support or what we give in might. We are not crying because things did not go our way. We are crying because there was no fairness. We will no give give us give us a level field of play. On the other hand, let me be very factual. Let us come into the books. Let us come into the books as simple and as honest as we can get. Can a person like me become a candidate in any of these political parties? Can a person like me become a candidate? Where I don't really have any political background or no godfather, or I have not, good, they can say I have not been in government before, but good, I have run a business, yes, and at least, although on my own criteria, I might not qualify. When I say qualify, the criteria for me, if I'm given the platform to write the criteria of becoming a to becoming a governor of a state or a president of a country, I would not, or I may not, because when I bring up my presentation, there might be readings to it, and there will be a bit of edit, and say, please, calm down, don't make it just being too feisty. Because the standards I will keep, I might not qualify. But on the other hand, let me just put it this way: people like us that do not have godfathers, or people like us that want things to work, but we are we are we are not we are not friends of governor or friends of all these things. I think they are simple, can be done if you can. Look, I can be a friend of the governor. If I live in Benin, I can pave my way to becoming a friend of the governor because I'm a socialite. What I mean, I'm a socialite. I can be quiet, calm, collected, but on the other hand, I can expose myself with intellectually, not being cocky here, but yes, there's something I can speak to the governor. We can have a one-on-one talk, and not just for 30 minutes. We can do it for hours. Yes, I stand on that platform. I am lucky. I'm very lucky to be on that pedestal. Yes, I'm not saying I'm not an elite. I'm not a rich man. I'm not a superstar. I'm just saying that there's no level of discourse I cannot. No matter what, even in the science, yes, we can interact and we can share ideas. That is what I am trying to say. But I'm asking, do we think people like us will have the playing field to walk into spaces to be first of all, they will tell us the money is 50 million for the ticket. Where would I get 50 million for ticket? For which ticket? Ticket, I will say it like this. I'll do the math, I'll do 50 million for paper. And so if I get home, it falls into water or this, maybe hair or I don't know, or rain, or pour on me, or what I mistakenly, or fire. I don't know, 50 million. Then I begin to do a math. If I don't get this, if I don't win the primaries, what happens to my 50 million? Who will give it back to me? Okay, Alaji. No, let us see, those are the things. That is where it is. That is why it's not level. You have to have because before you bring out, okay, let's presume I have the 50 million. Well, before I bring out 50 million for a ticket, to gamble for an electoral position, especially in a country like Nigeria, where I know, I think I'm sure, but I'm not sure, how much will be my account balance be? So will I have 100 million and bring out 50 million? Or will I have 60 million in my account? Or will I take, where will the 60 million come from? Will it be for my family savings? No. Will it be for my personal business? Well, will I put a WhatsApp group? Those are the questions to ask. So first, on the contrary, first, that bridges the level of the playing field. That is, poor man, go and you are not qualified. Just you are not qualified. That's what they have just told me now. But that is not where we should be using. That is not the yardstick we should be using. Our political tickets should not be the yardstick of only those that can buy 100 million ticket or 50 million tickets stand the chance. That is why again we have to go back to the doors. Right now, it seems like maybe because I'm the only person in the studio, I'm now having my own crazy thoughts. We should now go back to the drawing board. I like I saw Ighodalo a lot, and he has charisma. He has built something that I admire. Yes, he has. He's a sweet guy. Like a sweet guy, you know. He has a flat, he wears black. Yeah, has the baritone and all that. But okay, you have money, you're a rich man. That's why everybody felt okay. Let's have a rich guy become governor. Because when they say rich guy becoming governor, a rich qualified guy, a rich guy with all that on his CV, everybody felt okay. Let us do that. But you are rich, or you are able to buy 50 million naira, 50 million naira ticket. You have the money, you have this, all that. That does not put you on our side. Because when I mean our side is for those that who come in know that 50 million naira is a huge amount. So when they come to tell us that we are going to buy jeeps for 200 million each, we will say, wait, calm down. Why do you want to buy jeeps? You want to buy, government want to buy 15 jeeps. But there are no roads. Airport road is the only road in GRA. Why are we going to buy 50 million chips? Because that is how I would think. A lot of people say when you get there, you might see this. The way I think, I'm like, okay, let me be partial. The roads of the main road, they have not been tarred. I'll start from Aloha, Church Street, Okuseri. Um, they have not been tarred. So why is the government buying jeeps for individuals who had cars? Who had cars? Why are you buying these people more cars? So that is how we would think. But guess what? I don't think Ashwa Ighodalo would think like that. Because he'd be like, you know, 200 million. You know, 200 million for a car now. Can I buy some PSUs after all? How much is the ticket? I bought the ticket for 50 million. And I spent, like in the whole campaign, we spent about 500 million. 500 million for campaign. I'm just saying, I'm not saying he did, I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying that those are the kind of finances that can go into the wind and you will not win an election. So does it mean politics is for the poor or it's not for the poor? Do you mean a common man or is a man without money but has all the ideas to solve the problem cannot have a level field to contest to become a governor in Nigeria? Do you have to be a former senator, a former lawyer, a former a governor, friend to a governor, or you have walked on the corridors of government? Do you have to be on that path? Or even sometimes, God forgive me, because the allergies are over drug allergies, or you have to be a drug dealer somewhere. Do we have to? Is that what we have to get to become politicians or to have elective positions in Nigeria? When I mean elective positions, I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all in all states. I'm saying being a governor, for instance, being a governor in the state, or even or being a senator. Why is there room for ex-governors to become senators? Why? You know the senatorial thing. There are no tenors. Governor does his 8 years. He goes again to the Senate to do 12 years. That's 20 years of a man's life. Have 20 years or take your 20 years from your life and ask yourself, oh my God, 20 whole years. This man has been there. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Always every day, Mopo, he's being paid by the government in a very large amount for 20 years. Those are the things we have to think. Then don't come coming to compare with the US because everybody's like, yes, it's like that in the US. In the US, you see Senator when Bill Clinton was Senator Bill Clinton and he became president. You want to bring that into law? There are bridges you see abroad and you wonder if we don't have cement in Nigeria. Bridges, I'm just saying. Yeah, you see a bridge and you be like, you see, we don't have the land or we don't have the cement. Okay, maybe the contractors cannot, or we don't trust ourselves, or the speed limit might be dangerous, so we cannot build a bridge this high. So because if you build the bridge this high, and all animals might go and see on the bridge, anytime you pass the bridge after 12 o'clock, they will rob us. Sometimes you think of these things. That's why I say we don't have to compare, but ask ourselves. A man in government for 20 years, what impact has he made on the state? What? They have been in power. 8 years governor, 8 years senator, 16 years. Do you know what 16 years is? A 16-year-old child is due for driving. In a few months, they will be an adult to vote, to get married. That he can start his own life. But you ask yourself, a man has been there for 20 years. Every month he's being paid millions to dictate what happens in the country. The senators, they don't pass through proper bills. The governor, all you do is give contracts. The contracts don't last because the roads don't last. Our roads don't. Here we have, okay, there's an increase in population. There's an increase in population. So there should be an increase on infrastructure. Our infrastructure has who we have. Okay, let me use this. Benin Ekpoma Road. The Benin Ekpoma Road is still the same length since I applied that road from 1997 till 2001 constantly. I knew every spot, I knew every junction. I practically had it in my head when I closed my eyes. I lived on that road from 97 to 2001. 97 till date should be almost 30 years. If I have a home, yes, 2024, yeah, almost 30 years. In 2027, it will be 30 years. That road, okay, let me know use my own case. I have older siblings, and they applied that road, let's say, since 1994, because they were older in school, they're older in class. They applied the road from 1994 till about 98, yes. Now it's 30 years, from 94 to 2024. And there's not been an increase, a meter increase on that road. All they do is put tires, asphalt on asphalt, tire on tire, like that. I don't know when the road was constructed, But the road has been there. The road was there before we got there. But when we got there, honestly, all my tenure or all my years in school, there were no potholes on that road. It got smaller to an extent. There were these parts where when it rained, sand, you could get it washes sand down to it, and all of a sudden it clears up. Or people, I don't know if they will take it off. Yes, I think before you get to Ighodalo, yes, on this slope, yes, this sandy part, it was clear. The only wide part of that road then was in front of Jehovah Witness. They had it clear and proper. It was extra tar. When you get to the Jehovah Witness spot, the watchtower, yeah, it was they made it extra. I think Jehovah Witness did it. How can that road be like that for 40 years? How? Let's retrospect. How can that road be like that for 40 years? No disrespect. We've had several ministers of works from Edo State. Several, not one. I'm not going to go into that. Then we always have senators coming from those areas or from, because this time I'm saying, it's not, I'm not just using the Benin, I'm talking about where I've known for a period of time, because that is even smaller. If the Benin Lagos road is a dwelling, we can say, okay, yes, the Benin Warri road is a dwelling too. Yes, it starts from, yes, it doubles. The Benin Asaba road, I think, doubles as well. But the Benin Ekoma road, you have a senator, you have a governor for 8 years, senator. These guys, they don't think like us. That is just the truth. So until my topic, my reason for this speak or this the talk is this: until there's a pre-level field for everybody to be able to say, okay, I'm qualified to become. I want to be a part of. I like to contest. Let me get a ticket. A simple man that is rooted. Not what I mean rooted. You don't have to be in Benin for 5,000 years before, because I don't say homeboy or no homeboy. Forget about all those things. It is what comes out of you. That is the substance we want. What do you give? What can you do? And this is why it is not a mad thing. Debates are necessary. Okay, let us hear what you have to say. Go for interviews. Yes, you can bamboozle. People can bamboozle us. But let us hear what you have to say. First, you need to have something before you can go and bamboozle people. So that we can say, yes, he actually said he was going to tweak, delete, add, or take from the economy to balance it. Those are things, because we know when you say he's a governor needs a team. And when you mean the team, he needs commissioners, he needs a vice deputy governor, he needs to work with people. It's not like the government is going to make every decision on every field, even health, sports, the doctors. Nobody has such you're not a computer. Even a computer has to be informed before disseminating any information. So nobody has that vast power of knowledge. You have to work with a team. You have to pick the hands. Yes. But first, you should have a bit of I'm going there, one, to make things work. I'm going there, two, to get sleepless or stand on my feet to ensure that the difference is made. I'm going there with a team that know what, or a team that is capable of delivering. That is it. It happens in everywhere. On the IT, when you say IT, people say, I mean, IT. When they have your meetings, you work with your team, you work with your Scrum Master, you work with your product owner, you work with your business analyst, it has to be a team. For it, you work with the software engineers. Everybody will come into that meeting to talk about their strengths, to talk about where their contributions are being put in to make the outcome better. That is it. But you that is leading the team would have knowledge at least, or you have something that shows that you know what the team can present and provide. So it's not about politics, go here, go there. That is the democracy for us, anyways. We started the day with what happens to the common man. The common man, does the common man have any level in Nigeria? Can the common man walk into a police station to say, my landlord wants to kill me? You say, who is your landlord? You say, Mr. Obizu J. Oh, they'll say, that man owns a Benin Museum. Say, yes. Is your landlord? Which of his houses are you renting? You say, one of the houses. He has 25 houses. I'm renting one at Airport Road. Say, so what do you want us to do now? So no, he came to my house. He bought. My son has been abducted. He took my son away. I say, okay, go back, Babara. Go back, Obidu Jenna. That's it. Whether we like it or not, we don't want to hear it, but that is it. The common man has no level of has no play level like others. That is what we need. Anyways, we have come to the end of the show for today. Yes, we started late. We did an hour without we're late by an hour because yes, time movement is key. I apologize again. I hate to apologize all the time I come to the studio. I like it when I come here. I like to update you guys on news happening around us, especially in our home base, Nigeria. But I only just hope that we get more positive news. We are heading towards the end of the year. I just only hope people get more positive news. I can imagine what people are going through. There's a hike in price. The holiday has come, but yeah, there'll be better holidays, no matter what it is, and we'll always hope for the best in every situation. We hope to get the best of it all, and as we go further. We keep our fingers crossed. We keep our fingers crossed and believe. Yes, the journey is going to be smooth. We are going to get the best of what we are. Thank you for coming. Yes, I didn't have any panelists today in the studio. I had a couple of people watching me. Oh, I appreciate you guys so much. I know I came late and you guys still stood by me. Yes, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Today, we are not going to have any program. There's no African program today. We are just going to say, stay strong, stay together, be focused, live easy, and hope for the best. Yes, this is what I give you. I think the next episode will be, it's not a thought, the next episode will be on the 20th, that probably before the Christmas. Yes. Yes, I'll see you guys on Friday. Thank you for coming again. Enjoy the week ahead. God bless.